time for Pancake Storytime. Today we're going to read The Witch's Cat and the Cooking Catastrophe. You probably know why I picked this book. Okay. Are you ready? Let me move this just a minute. Okay, now we're ready. One day, a witch's cat found a dusty old cookbook, and it gave him the most marvelous idea. "I know," said the cat excitedly. "I will make a super scrumptious surprise lunch for my lovely witch. How hard could it possibly be?" And as he eagerly flicked through the pages, he found the perfect recipe called Witch's Broth. 5 fish heads, 4 splodges of frog spawn, 3 dried lily blossoms, 2 drops of dragonfly tears, 1 pinch of magic witching dust. Directions: throw it all in and stir and leave for 1 minute. "Excellent," said the cat. "She's a witch. I'm sure she'll like broth, whatever that is." Then he roughly followed the directions, adding an extra sprinkling of magic witching dust for good measure. "Ha! I'm rather excellent at this cooking thing," he was boasting to himself, when, poof, it was ready. The mixture was green and gurgling. The cat took a big sniff. Delicious, but it needs just a little something else, and he knew just the thing: seasoning. So he added some herbs and spices before finishing it off to perfection with a good shake of salt and pepper. "There, much better," he said, feeling very pleased with himself. Just then the lovely witch arrived home. "Oh, Cat, you made lunch. What a wonderful surprise," she said happily. Trying to make sure I get the pictures all in there. "Well, this is interesting," said the witch as she took a closer peek at the mixture, which was now making a funny fizzing sound. "What's in it? No, wait, don't tell me. Let me taste and guess." And with that, she took a big spoonful. She swirled it around in her mouth, then she swallowed with a loud gulp, and zap! In a flash of light, she turned into a frog. "Ribbit, ribbit," said the frog. "Oh no!" shrieked the cat. "That wasn't supposed to happen." And that's when he noticed an important scribble at the bottom of the page. "Warning: adding seasoning to a magic potion will make it stronger, so use sparingly, or ideally not at all." A potion? Oh no, this isn't a cookbook, he realized with horror. It's a spell book. "What have I done? This is not good at all. It's a cooking catastrophe, and now I need to fix it." So he searched and searched through the pages of the old spell book before deciding on a potion called Undo Soup. 5 cat hairs, 4 meaty bones, 3 sunny morning dewdrops, 2 stinky old slippers, 1 pinch of magic witching dust. I have a hard time with that. 1 pinch of magic witching dust. Directions: throw it all in, stir, and leave for 2 minutes. "Hopefully this will undo this terrible mess," he said. Then he set to work on making the new potion, and this time he was sure to follow the recipe to the very letter. Well, almost. He could only find 1 stinky old slipper, so he just threw in some extra cat hairs instead. "Ha, that seems easy enough." He was just thinking when suddenly, poof, it was ready. The mixture was blue and bubbling. This time he resisted adding seasoning before serving some up for the frog. And zap! The frog changed into a dog. "Woof woof," said the dog. "Oh no, not again," said the cat. "I really need to put this right." So he hurried back to the book to find the answer. "Ah, this looks ideal," he said, reading aloud a recipe for Make a Witch Stew. 5 glittery fish scales, 4 spindly spider legs, 3 tablespoons of frog spit, 2 sun-ripened pumpkins, 1 pinch of magic witching dust. Directions: throw it all in, stir, and leave for 3 minutes. "Ha, hopefully this will make a witch this time," said the cat, as he followed the instructions super carefully. Well, kind of. There was no frog spit, so he used a smidge of dog drool instead. The cat waited patiently for a moment, then poof! It was ready. The mixture was oddly orange. Once again he avoided seasoning before dishing up some for the dog. What's going to happen? And zap! Oh, the dog magically transformed into a very unhappy witch. She seems angry. Also, she looks a little like Sierra. Just saying. Ribbit, ribbit, woof, woof, said the witch crossly. Oh dear, said the cat. I guess I did need that frog spit after all. Thankfully, the potions eventually wore off and the lovely witch returned to her normal self. But the cat was never allowed to make lunch, ever again. Ha, she didn't mention magic, though, he said quietly as he picked another interesting book and started planning his next magical adventure. The end. I hope you liked it. Also, Sierra, I wasn't saying you're a witch, just